2/3 bathroom, 1/3 more of the bedroom. I like a
You've got a 10-foot wide room here.
How do we create a walk-in feeling without having to use the space to walk in?
Surprise, surprise. Yeah. We got knob and tube. I bought this house to flip. I paid $576,000 and I've set aside $125,000 for renovations. I need to make some hard decisions about which areas of the house to improve on. I'm gonna be asking top dollar, so I need to squeeze as much luxury out of my budget as I can. I really want to make the master bedroom a special room, but I've got to figure out how to best divide up the space that I have to work with. My real estate agent, Cindy, is stopping by so that we can talk about what features buyers will be looking for. This is where I need to carve a master bedroom, which I would think is key to selling a house.
Yeah, buyers expect a master suite in a home.
Okay, suite.
Suite, meaning bedroom, ensuite bathroom, all combined. I'm just a little concerned about this little closet, and I'm wondering what you're planning to do, because buyers, you know, in a master suite, one of the biggest selling features is closets, and a lot of them. Buyers all expect that today, especially for top dollar that we're gonna be asking.
The bathroom is gonna be quite open to the bedroom once this comes down.
I think it's perfectly fine to make the bathroom a little bit smaller here, as long as you can get a lot of things into that bathroom. Can you get double sinks into that?
I'll try.
And a water closet and a bathtub?
I kind of want a sexy bathroom. It is the
it's
the master bedroom. I think I'm leaning more, and then the family bathroom is very sort of utilitarian. You know, like I'd love that double shower, you know, deep enough that you can get two people in there.
Buyers would love that. With the sprayers and the rain head, that's pretty standard now. You have to really, to get top dollar, you need that now.
My budget for the master bedroom and ensuite is $12,000. I might be taking a bit of a chance by converting a 4-bedroom home into a 3-bedroom, but Cindy figures that potential buyers will be expecting a large, luxurious master suite. So I have my team coming in, which includes Rob, my contractor, and Yulia, my designer, so that we can best design the space that we have.
This is carrying load, so we'll have to knee wall either side, put beams in above. We just got a lot of steps. We got to make sure we got permits for it. We got to make sure an engineer looks at it. It's not just take it down and make a hole in the wall. We've got a lot of steps to go through.
Yeah, there is going to be some issues. The heat vents.
Yeah, we've got to run in either directions or maybe outside to the outside wall somehow. But we got the HVAC guys in to look at that.
My wish list for this master bedroom would be, you know, good sized room, the ensuite bathroom, and a little bit more closet space than what we've got here. Definitely I'm seeing, you know, double closets, that's what I want. Once the wall comes down, the floor will be ruined. I want the master bedroom to feel luxurious, so I'm thinking about great broadloom. I also need to decide on how much space to carve out for the ensuite bathroom and what to do about the issue of light. The one issue though with the bathroom too is there's gonna be no natural light. There's no windows at all. It's closing it all in.
Can you go through the ceiling? Can you put a skylight of some sort in there? I mean, that's attic there, so we're not going too far.
Yeah.
Lighting is a really good point, because makeup, that sort of thing, people need light,
What do I need to get in here? I'd love, you know, the soaker tub. How luxurious is that? A shower stall as well, because you can't really shower in those tubs.
A really nice vanity.
Yeah, with lots of storage. And I personally love water closets. I like a
You've got a 10-foot wide room here, and you want a water closet, a tub, soaker tub, a shower, a vanity.
You know what's going to be pivotal is once this comes down, and then it's carving out what I gain in here. And I think that the idea is probably 2/3 bathroom, 1/3 more of the bedroom.
Okay, and I think as long as you're realistic, keeping budget in mind as far as what we get into that bathroom, I think you definitely need it. Maybe we could scale back on a few of the things, but like you said, go luxurious on these finishes, because this is it's a big room.
This is definitely one of the rooms that I'm willing to splurge on to a certain degree. I mean, people are, this is what potentially is going to sell this house, is this beautiful master bedroom and ensuite. But at the same time, I don't want to completely blow the budget. Gotcha. So we need to...
Let's lay it out. Let's figure out what can fit where.
And come up with something that's fantastic.
necessarily have the space for a walk-in.
Walk-in, no.
So how do we create a walk-in feeling without having to use the space to walk in?
What's key is, whether it's one large closet or two separate closets, is that the insides of them are a lot more advanced than just your closet rod and a shelf. So we need to shop around and find something that will beautifully outfit these closets, but obviously will work with my budget because I can't spend a fortune in here.
So I think we make them spectacular. You open the doors and then they've got, you know, drawers, they have pull-out racks, they've got maybe the little cubbies for socks or ties. I think we dress the inside of that closet so it feels
like a walk-in closet. So if we don't want to give up half the bedroom to the bathroom, we have to get rid of some features. So we're down to a shower,
Okay.
a vanity,
Right.
and the toilet. So where's the luxury now in this
So the
bathroom?
luxury is going to be in the finishes. We're going to make that bathroom such a wow factor. They're going to walk in and be so wowed by the lovely fixtures, they're going to want to buy the house.
Yeah. The work I had planned for the house is fairly extensive, which meant having drawings done, plus having an engineer review the drawings. I then brought the drawings to the city for approval. If everything's in order, you can usually get your permits the same day. There's often a fast track program for homeowners, as long as the homeowner brings in the drawings. All of this, of course, takes time and money. Money for the drawings, money for engineer's report, and money for the permits themselves. We need to tear down the dividing wall to open up the space for a beautiful master bedroom and ensuite. I don't want to make more mess than I need to, but I get the feeling that Rob would prefer to rip through the wall with a sledgehammer. Controlled demolition is what I'm thinking. You went the sledgehammer.
Don't you find demolition is very cathartic? You get all your aggression out, you take a big wall out.
What I'd like to do is pull off all the moldings and trims first, then you can get your big sledgehammer, which I know you're dying
But
to
do we
get.
want to separate this? Because it would be actually kind of cool if we could take off the plaster, which is that outer layer, which is going to crumble like nothing.
Yes.
Get that into buckets, get it out, and then we can just bundle up the lath, the long sticks. Just do it, Peter.
When you're tearing down a wall, there's a lot to plan and think about, so it really helps to do things in stages. We were expecting the plaster to be a messy job, but quickly discovered that we had plasterboard on top of the wooden slats, and that helped minimize our cleanup. Surprise, surprise.
Yep.
We got knob and tube. What is the big deal with knob and tube?
It's, you know, 70 years ago, 80 years ago, it was the way you ran wire in a house. Issue is now is that it's old wire, it's dry, it's brittle, it can't carry loads that today's wire can. So insurance companies don't like it. It's a fire hazard. So we need to change it all.
Yeah. How does that affect the fact that I'm flipping this place?
You can now have on your sell sheet new 200 amp service, all new wiring. So it's a security factor for the person buying it.
Okay, so I've got to factor in another 10% into my electrical budget.
Just electrical, yeah.
For the overall budget.
Yeah.
Okay. The partition wall that separates the two bedrooms is still up. We can't take this down until we do some reinforcement work on one of the brick columns down in the basement. Having well-planned, large closets for the master bedroom, I think, is key for selling this house. So one of my thoughts is to look into prefabbed closet organizing systems that I could then have Rob build closets around.
When you're flipping a house, you really want to use paint colors that are going to create a certain feeling. In the master bedroom, we definitely want to have a little bit of a more refined feel, a little bit of Hollywood glam. And so when I think of Hollywood and I think of old Hollywood, I think of grays, layered grays. So that's the color that Peter and I decided that we would use on the wall. We're going to be doing broadloom in the master bedroom, and that's something that we really want to blend into the room. We're not trying to highlight the floor. We want you to walk on it and realize that it's a nice quality, really good wool
Wool is a bit of a premium. It's not that much more. This is incredible. This is merino. It's
That's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Now the challenge is, well, finding a pattern and a color that we like. This is great. I really like that. I like the texture in this, and I think something like this could work.
Thinking we'll probably do a bit more of a neutral color for the floor, which will also blend nicely into the ensuite. So when you're going from broad loom to a new surface, in our case, some sort of marble or tile, we want the colors to be fairly similar so you don't get a choppy stop-start feel.
For the ensuite bathroom, I want it to feel luxurious, yet modern. This is why I think mosaic will give us that look. We don't need very much. It's just the floor, but it'll be right into the shower as well. I think there's a lot of detail that you get out of the mosaic, which I think we can afford in that particular space. So any of these I think would work. The one up against the wall, the basket weave, or I'm kind of leaning towards this one just because it feels so modern.
Yeah,
for the
it
motif.
does.
I mean, I'm making a bold statement with this floor, but
I think it's a good statement, though.
yeah, it's the ensuite bathroom, and I don't want,
got
you
some
can't get away with
style.
just your basic white bathroom.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it's difficult to sell an empty home. This is why I plan on furnishing the home, not too extensively. My plan is to use furniture from my own home. I've got some pieces that I know will work well, beg, borrow, and steal from friends. And I have set aside a small budget for purchasing some new pieces, a few key pieces. That's getting much better. That's actually similar to the leather one, but it's an ultra suede.
Yeah, so it looks warmer. That texture warms it up a little bit. I like that.
And I like the height of the headboard.
yeah.
It's not too, and you know what's good about something like this? You can go in any direction with
Yeah.
it. It's so neutral in many ways.
I like the modern look of it.
Yeah.
Taking this wall out is really not a big deal. It's load bearing, but it's not a huge load on it. It's probably about 2 to 3 hours of work, if that. What it is a huge buzz for Peter when he comes in. He'll see his open master bedroom, and he'll feel that progression of work is moving along. I've got that bathroom to build, and although it's a bit of a no-brainer, there's some intricate work that's got to go in there. There's pocket doors, which are a pain, but I need to frame this in. I need to frame these walls in so I can get electricians and plumbers working up here so I can go downstairs and keep working, and we'll all sort of follow each other through the stages.
It's scary right now because I'm very close to blowing my budget, and it's tempting to just go through everything and scale back on everything. Scale back on the finishes in the ensuite bathroom, you know, replace the wool to a synthetic, do one large closet as opposed to a his and hers closets. But I think I'd be shooting myself in the foot. I think it would be the wrong thing to do in order to get the kind of price point that I'm trying to reach with this home. I think, and buyers are smart out there. I know they'll walk in there and they're gonna know the difference between a wool carpet and a synthetic carpet when they walk into that master bedroom, and they're gonna expect wool. My goal with the master bedroom has always been to create a luxurious, relaxing looking space, and the expectations are high in that room. I think we've got a really good layout. Now it's a matter of coming up with a design scheme that accentuates that luxury, because I really don't have, you know, a ton of luxurious features in there. I don't have like a whirlpool tub. I don't have like a walk-in closet. By going light and airy, it'll make the space feel larger, because it's not the biggest master bedroom. Yeah. There's our headboard and there's our carpet. I want to do a beautiful bench on the foot of the bed.
Okay, we got it.
So I want to relate the fabric, whatever we bring onto the bench, and then onto some sort of pillows in the back. The fabric is the opportunity to introduce a little hit of color, a little bit more personality. Because when you think of the envelope or the whole space, it is all rather neutral. It's all kind of ivory and off-white. Okay, so if we commit to that one, what do we want to pair that up with? Like, I mean, I like this a lot. I think that's kind of a safe choice. My goal with the master bedroom is to try to make it look and feel as luxurious as possible. I love the idea of having an upholstered bench at the foot of the bed. It really makes the room feel more luxurious. It's kind of reminiscent of like a boutique hotel. my coffee table that I dug out of the trash. I've gone ahead and just painted out the base. Now I'm ready to work on the upholstered seat portion. So I've got a piece of 5/8 inch plywood, which I've had cut to the same size as the coffee table itself. It was actually a piece of plywood that was lying around the house. Then I also picked up some upholstery foam. It's 2 inches in thickness, and then some nylon batting, which is about 1 inch in thickness. What I'm doing is cutting the nylon batting so that I have enough excess that when it wraps over the foam and just sits in front of the plywood there. Lift the fabric. And again, I'm kind of using my edge there. I'm pulling not too tight. Staple one side, then off to the other side. You avoid that bumpy edge, which that's usually caused because you've pulled, stapled, and then the next time you've pulled, you perhaps pulled not as tightly or perhaps over pulled it, and you don't get that straight, crisp line. Some of that nylon batting is getting a bit heavy, so just trimming some of that away avoids that bunched up look in the corner. So I've just cut off at about a 45-degree angle. What you want to do is get this as tidy as possible. You're going to have a bit of a fold that you can't eliminate. And from the underside of the coffee table, just pre-drilling, and I'm just going to use some drywall screws because there are a lot of drywall screws in this house right now, and that'll do the trick in terms of holding it in place. There we have it. That's incredible. I love it. The fabric is perfect. I think you get that beautiful, luxurious look because the coffee table, now bench, has some great detail. The fabric is beautiful. The coffee table cost me nothing, which is fantastic. And in terms of materials, I'm under $40, which is pretty good considering I pulled this out of the trash.
No.
I'm standing where the original wall was that separated the two rooms. We now have one large room that feels like a master bedroom. I've always felt that this space needed to look and feel elegant and luxurious. Taking down the wall gave us the space in order to achieve that. I can't even imagine this room or trying to create a bedroom, out of a space that small. It's so tight in and around here.
The master bedroom in the ensuite is a room that makes sense to spend a little bit more. I know we did go over the budget, but we had to expand this room. We had to do an ensuite bathroom. So we did exactly what we had to do to get the money back out of the house.
Storage, I also felt, was very important, having double closets in this case that have been outfitted. And I love the way flat panel doors look with, clean, crisp handles on there. And I think we've managed to achieve that by choosing a really soothing color palette that we've used on all of the main surfaces, like the walls, the floors, even the bedding. Elegant details that you see in the moldings around windows, doors, the panel molding along the back wall. Lots of high style.
I wouldn't say he actually went over budget. I would take budget from other rooms and put it in here. So I think he spent the money in the right places. This is the room where you have to spend the money.
We've mixed, actually, styles. We've got traditional paired up, right up against really modern details. And then the crowning jewel has to be the ensuite bathroom, which is just so beautiful. It's hard to believe this was a kitchen before. Here's where you really see all the beautiful, luxurious details. My original budget for the ensuite and the master bedroom was $12,000. I did go over budget. We came in at $14,800, so we went over $2,800. Most of our budget went towards the ensuite. To take down the wall and to put in the new beam came in at $1,200. We have $450 for the structural engineer. For lighting, $1,000. For the carpet, it's $700. For the closet build out and the closet system, that came in at $900. And then window treatments, we have $500. The plumbing alone, just doing all the rough-in plumbing, was $1,100. For the plumbing fixtures, we have $2,100. For the tile, which includes material and labor, we have $3,300. The heated floor, which $500, the best $500 I've ever spent. For the countertop and vanity, it's $1,100. The tile pan was $700. For the skylight is $500. The mirror over the vanity, very simple, $80. Paint, $300, and then we have a miscellaneous budget of $370.
A lot of places, when you see the surface at this level, at this high a design level, people will wonder, is that carried back through the wall? In this case, it is. There is new plumbing supporting a beautiful bathroom. They don't have to tear out their beautiful bathroom to fix old pipes that were in there. That's where our money went into, and it was well worth it.
Again, overall, $14,800, a little bit over, but well worth it all. It's funny, I've been trying to reflect on it, and is it what I envisioned? Yes and no. I mean, it truly has been an organic process. So it's come together and it looks fantastic and it's exceeded my expectations. So I'm thrilled with that.